Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this week's Dota 2 ability draft game. Please ignore that big rig or whatever that was that just drove by my house. Or, at least be prepared to ignore that a lot more. Because I'm back home now. I am no longer at school because it is the summer officially. And actually, I've been home for like 3 weeks now. Um, Gosh, it's been a while since I recorded a video. I probably can get the date, but I won't because that requires effort. So, this episode, I am Faceless Void, and I did Jungle. There's something that. Oh, I remember now. Okay. I remember the synergy that I was going for. I don't know how effective the synergy was. I don't really remember this game quite as well as I could. Um, I played it maybe like a week ago now. I forget when I played this game. Um, this like whole ever since I've been home, time has sort of ceased to make sense. Like I've just had no like because I'm not doing anything. Well, actually, I've been doing a lot of things, but it's just been like you know how when you lose your rhythm, you have like you just have no sense of what anything is. That sounds way more dramatic than I meant it to be. But like at school, I know that I have like I know what day it is based on what class I just had, and like there's like a rhythm that you get into. But once that rhythm breaks for me, I just like lose what day it is. Like on Monday, which is Memorial Day, I thought it was Friday the whole day, which is like not a great thing. Generally, you should know what day uh, is which, but the the point of this was that I don't remember what the point of all of this was. I should have taken the Flesh Golem right there instead of Anchor Smash, I think. Yeah. Flesh Golem with Call and Counter Helix is actually like pretty broken. At least I want to try it to see how broken it is. Like I could see it being very good. Yeah. I really wanted to try that, but I ended up getting um, time lapse. I think it was like an okay thing to get. There really weren't any better ultimates to take from here. I mean, like Call or Culling Blade rather is like I don't know. That would make sense, I guess. Or if I could like if I could have Earth Splittered and then jumped in and called and then kept them on the Earth Splitter, that would have been pretty cool too, I guess. But I like the safety of time lapse, especially because I was going to be just getting tanky, so a lot of uh, like being a super tank and then having to kill me twice after I time lapse, I think would be very good. And then I'm spinning the whole time too. I could see that as being very annoying, and you will see that it is very annoying for them. I get a lot of spins out of time lapse. So what have I been up to this summer? Well, first I started a D&D campaign, or I started DMing a D&D campaign with my friends. I don't know why I like. It's not that I feel uncomfortable calling them my friends, but for some reason I always like qualify this group of friends because like technically they started out as my brother's friends. So it's my brother and the people in my campaign are my brother, his girlfriend. These look weird. They're like yellow or white instead of like, see how they're super green here? Alright, guess not. It's my brother, his girlfriend's brother, and then his friend. His meaning. Okay, so it's. Let me restart this. My brother, my brother's girlfriend, my brother's girlfriend's brother, and my brother's girlfriend's brother's friend. That's who is in my D&D campaign. But like at this point, we've all hung out. We've all been hanging out for like probably 2 years now. We like play board games all the time together. Not all the time, like at least twice a month though. And now once a week because of the D&D campaign. But the God damn it. I have a dog. I don't know if you guys remember that I have a dog. His name's Roger. He's really adorable, but he barks whenever anyone comes to the door. I didn't order anything, so I don't know. Maybe my mom ordered something and we're getting a package. I don't know. But anyway, so now we're doing a D&D campaign. I've been just like trying to create the world and stuff. We're not doing like a prefab one. I'm making it all up as we go. So I mean, like I already had this world created. God damn it, that dog is going to kill me. I literally just picked up my phone as if I could like text him to shut up, but that's not how dogs work. Okay, one sec. I'm gonna go yell at him. Roger. No. Okay, so as I was saying, I'm doing this campaign. I'm making up all the stuff. I already had like basically a world created in my mind because that's like what I do in my free time is I just imagine like worlds and shit. I don't know. It's just like a fun thing to pass time. I mean, like I want to write, so it's like it makes sense that that's what I do. But then, so I already had a map drawn. I already had a like a vague sense of a storyline, or at least like a starting point, you know. And then they can just kind of do whatever as they progress in the story because that's the whole point of a role-playing game. So that was good. Like that's basically like the hard part done is figuring out what is even happening in the story. And then so we made our characters a week ago tomorrow. Is that true? Have we only been doing this for a week? No. Maybe? I don't really remember. We made our characters one day, or we rolled our characters, and then we played kind of like a mini session on that's what we did. A week ago Friday, that's when we played our first session. So we must have rolled our characters like 2 weekends ago or something. I don't know. But so we did that. Then we played our first session. Then on Memorial Day we played a huge session. We literally just spent the whole day playing. So it was like I don't know. We started playing at like noon, I think, and then it was like noon, and then I don't think we left until like 10. So that was good. That was a really fun session, and that was cool too because they progressed from level 2 or from level 1 to level 3. I should have anchor smashed way sooner. That was horrible. I took way too much damage. I should have taken half the damage that I took. Yeah, that was a big mistake. So I should have Anchor Smash. If you don't know what Anchor Smash does, it reduces damage that the things hit by it by 45. You can see it scales. Um, yeah, so that was. I should have. The first thing I should have done was Anchor Smash, and then I would have taken like no damage from that stack. Um, so then. Gosh, this is really scary. The fact that I can't see their offlane is really terrifying. Yeah. And then the gank. I was almost able to juke them, but not quite. Yeah. So that was unfortunate. So on the Monday session, we were able to actually get from level 1 to level 3. So like at level 3 is when most D&D characters like really step up to like be a fun. I mean, not that it's not fun at level 1 and 2, but like you're still kind of like a baby at level 1 and 2. But once you get to 3, you get like second level spells, and like if you're a fighter, you get your martial thing. I forget exactly what it's called, but you get a lot more like customization at level 3, and like some cooler abilities. I think the paladins take an oath at level 3. And then we played another session last night, which was Wednesday. I'm recording this on Thursday. I was super busy with this D&D stuff, like from Sunday, basically from like Saturday to Wednesday, because I just like I had to make maps and just like do a bunch of just like DM stuff, get loot tables and all that. So I wasn't able to record this. I should have recorded it like last week. Thursday is really when this should have happened, but yeah. So my bad on that one. I don't know when I'm gonna be uploading this. I'll probably just save it for next week's upload on Wednesday. But this way I can like not worry about having to upload or having to record one when I'm preparing for next Wednesday's session. So yeah, it's been really fun. It's been really fun doing all this D&D stuff. That's mostly what my break has been. One of my friends is getting married, so I have to find some pants for her wedding. And maybe a shirt. I haven't decided if I'm going to wear the one that I have already or if I'm going to get a new one. But I definitely need pants because I only have black like dress pants, and I'm not wearing black dress pants to a wedding, to an outdoor wedding in June. And also, I have like this tie that I want to wear, and black pants don't really go with the tie. I also need new shoes too. So that'll be fun. And yeah, it's just been mostly relaxing. If you can see I'm like putting my boots in here. So when tranquils, if you don't know how tranquil boots work, somehow when you get hit wearing tranquil boots, it gets rid of the health regen for 13 seconds. But if you move them into here and you get hit, then you don't, like they don't get deactivated. So then when you put them back, it's only 6 seconds for them to reactivate. Technically, it's like fastest if you put them on the ground, but then it's kind of risky because, like, then they can be denied. And you don't want your boots to be denied or stolen or any other sort of bad thing that can happen to them. I don't know if I, like, played this game right. I feel like I should have been a little more active in the early game, just like ganking and stuff. I don't know. I think I messed up a little bit in this early game. I mean, we actually have a gold lead right now, which I'm a little surprised by. I wonder who...
Dire's top tower is under siege.
No, no, yes. Okay, so my Bane is actually doing well. Huh. This is, I'm surprised by this because I remember the Bane not doing well. His build is just bad, I guess. Okay, let's go builds. No. So Axe. It's an interesting build. I can see how it's like annoying, but it's also really easily countered, which you'll see later, I think. Basically, an Orchid just like shuts him down completely, or any sort of silence, because then he can't Sakuchi and he can't decay. But in the early game, I can see why this. Wow, I really messed that up. Oh, my mouse was acting up in this game. I remember that now. My right click. I need a new mouse. I've been using the same mouse for like, wow, for 5 years now. No, longer than that? Holy crap. I might be using the same mouse that I've been using for 7 years. Which seems like a long time to be using the mouse. Especially since I've been like shipping it back and forth. It's got a little beat up. But my right click on my mouse has been weird recently. I didn't realize that he had Sunder, so that, and then you saw me try to time lapse, but the cast animation for Faceless Void's ult is so long, and he was able to kill me before I could. Shadow Shaman, he was AFK in Champ Select, so he or in ability draft. So he got random abilities. As far as random abilities go, he didn't get horrible ones. I mean, he kind of got horrible abilities, but I don't know. They're not as bad as they could be. Like, at least he has a stun. Like, that's something. So he could support in the early game. And then, doesn't he have, like, damage? He doesn't. Okay. Wow, his talent tree kind of sucks. It's like super dependent. It sucks for ability draft. That is. It's like all 4 of his 25 and 20 talents are dependent on abilities. So that's kind of shitty. Yeah, so his build's kind of terrible. It's not his fault though. He was AFK. Well, it could be his fault, or he disconnected, and it wasn't his fault. I don't know. Undying. He doesn't really have any follow-up to his charge. He could cast Bloodright as he's charging, which would give him some, like, it might keep the person in the Bloodright. The stun from the charge might. I don't know. He doesn't transition into the late game very well. Is the issue. I guess like Bloodright, and then with the Earth Splinter Shatter, Earth Shatter, Earth Splitter. He could like Bloodright, Earth Splitter, and then like maybe it would like knock everyone back into the Bloodright. This is called Bloodright, right? Like, okay. I thought it was, but then I was like, I've been saying it a lot, and I'm not 100% certain. Cool thing about this build is that I can actually take Ancients at a pretty low level. Like, I just took a stacked Ancient camp at level 9 because of the damage reduction. So I get bonus armor here and then damage reduction here. So I actually take very little damage when I'm... That was unfortunate. Yeah, that was bad. Weaver, the bash with the Geminate's pretty cool. Is bash physical? It's magical. Okay, that's what I thought. So that kind of sucks because it doesn't get bonus damage from the swarm armor reduction. So that kind of sucks, but I don't know. Weaver isn't great without Sakuchi because he's really squishy. But if he could like really get up there, he might be able to start doing some stuff. Was that like, did that sentence make any sense to anyone? If he could really get up there, he could start doing some stuff? Yeah, sure. Good, great casting, Matthew. Tide, it's just a good support. Stun, Ravage, Ether Shock. Just pretty solid support abilities. No real issue with his build here. Maybe it's a little mana intensive, but that can always be solved with mana items. I think the Elder Titan told me to wait for him. But it also meant that I got extra spins from the minions, so that was nice. Also, Void can move around in his... sorry, not in his, but in anyone's thing, Chronosphere. So it's pretty broken that the one thing that their carry has to save himself from me is not effective against me. Elder Titan... I don't really know. Yeah, he doesn't really get anything there. I don't know, like, why he got Cleave as his last ability. I'm sure there had to have been something good. But I also don't know... I wasn't paying attention to his draft, so I don't really know, like, what his thought process was. My boots are getting cancelled, yeah. I was really bad at managing my boots, I guess, in this portion of the game. Yeah, I don't really get his build. Thirst and Echo Stomp, and then with the wards and Cleave. I don't understand what his process was. Like I don't see how he fits into a team, and it makes sense that he's this poor. Like, I'm surprised he's not poor even. Where was he even? He was in the offlane? I don't know, it's just weird. My build, I really liked my build. Like I said, like maybe Undying Ultimate would have been better for me to have, but the time lapse is pretty cool. I don't know that I needed to get this Vanguard. I think it might have been a little bit of a waste. I think I probably could have skipped right to Blade Mail, but it did. I was pretty low health. And I go from 1300 to 1550. That's not a bad increase. It's like almost a quarter increase. I don't know. And it gives me like reliable health regen too, which I didn't have with the boots. I don't know. Nice stack. That's such a good stack. I maybe could have... No, I didn't need to. I was gonna say I could have called here and they would have done less damage to me, but they hardly did damage to me in the first place. It was unfortunate that that guy TP'd away like that. Or blinked away like that. Wait, what did he do? Does he have a blink? Did he? Yeah, he did blink away. Okay. So, that, that, that guy blinking away kind of sucked. He maybe could have. I mean, he could have. So, let's just go over his build now. He maybe could have Blood Raged me, and that would have made me do a lot more damage. It would have made me take a little more damage, but I think that would have been fine. I don't know. Basically, at that point, I was like, okay, we need an Orchid for this axe really badly because he's kind of getting out of control. Like even with my lockdown right there, like you guys saw how much I locked him down in that moment, but like he still, my team still couldn't even handle him. So that was kind of scary. I queued up a Lincoln Sphere, but I for sure get a Blade Mail next. I just completely blanked on buying the Blade Mail until like right before I buy my Ultimate Orb. I'm like, oh my gosh, how could I have forgotten Blade Mail? So this Bane really messed up. He should have gotten he shouldn't have gotten this Aether Lens. He should have rushed. I'm not even sure he should have gotten the Blink. I don't know. If I were him, I would have just gotten an Eggs, like, straight up. But he doesn't really have the mana to support the Eggs. He's in a weird position. Like, he wants the Eggs because four? Yeah, four, no, just three. Three of his abilities increase effectiveness with the Eggs. So he definitely wants it. That Ravage just barely hit me. And then that Blink not able to go. Yeah. He needs the eggs. It decreases the cooldown on Brain Sap to like 1.5, I think. And then it makes Gush AoE. And then it gives him 2, gosh, I was so pissed that I got bashed there. I was trying to just like blink in, harass them, and then just immediately time-lapse back to my blink spot. But I got bashed by the Weaver. So it stopped me from being able to do that. It was really unfortunate. If I had a Blade Mill right there, I probably would have killed at least a couple of them. Yeah, I don't know that I like the Aether Lens. Cause like once he gets an Ags too, he kind of has farm. Like right now he doesn't have a way to farm. Like he can't jungle or anything because he doesn't have any AoE. But once he gets the Ags, he at least has an AoE with Gush, and Brain Sap becomes spammable. Yeah, 1.5 seconds with. And this reduces cooldown too. I don't know, like the Ags just is so much for him that I can't believe that he waited until his third item to get it. Like that's outrageous to me. And you can see like he was so far ahead, and now like people are catching up to him because he went the wrong items. I just need like one person with me, and we can kill so many people. I wasn't sure what this guy was doing. Like, it was really weird that he stayed there. Did he sleep me? He did. Okay. I mean, it doesn't matter. He didn't kill me. That sleep might have, like, saved my life, I'm not sure. It was just a weird sleep for him to use. It uses a lot of mana. He shouldn't sleep. It costs way too much mana for him. I also don't think he should have gotten Aether Lens. That doesn't make sense at all. Eggs? What? I guess. I wouldn't. Oh wow, it increases it to 10? That's kind of good. That's like really good actually. I don't know if I would have gotten it first item though. If I were him, I would have rushed. I don't know if I would have rushed it, but I definitely would have gotten an Octarine. I probably would have rushed it actually. Like, why not? With his build, all he's doing is spamming Sakuchi and Decay. With an Octarine, he would have... I mean, this would be done in 3 seconds, and this would be...
Dire's top tower has fallen.
I don't know. 4.5, I think. Slender would go down, but then he would also be like life-stealing off of all of this. It's weird. I don't agree. I probably would have gone Octarine eggs, I guess. And then Blade Mail too? Who knows? Even like, I could see someone building a Radiance on him. I don't know if I would, but I could see someone building a Radiance on him.
Tower is under siege.
Alright, Sven. Weird build.
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked.
I definitely don't agree with the Radiance Rush on this build. I don't understand it. Oh no, because he has illusions. I guess that's okay. I still don't really get it. And then this guy's just a chargeless Spirit Breaker. Alright, I have my Blade Mail now. Yeah, look at that damage with Blade Mail. I like didn't even take damage. That was such a waste of time left. God, I hate this guy. he had so much potential with his build and he wasted it just completely. I think my next item should be a Force Staff. I don't know if I get a Force Staff, but a Force Staff would be really good on me. Sadly, the Sven illusion gets Radiance too, so it stopped me from being able to blink. We had like all really weird people on my team. Like, I don't know. I don't know if this is a spoiler. No, I'm not even gonna say it. So, but like we had no support. This guy was mid, that makes sense. But then Abaddon, not Abaddon, god damn it, Terrorblade was safe lane, and then Sven and Eldertime were off lane. Like, what could they have possibly done off lane? They're both just like super useless. I just got surrounded there. I got both of the tanky ones. I forget what I get at my 3rd level. And 4th level I would obviously get evasion. I don't know if the game is long enough for me to get to level 25. That Weaver probably should have gotten all stats. Plus on all stats. 25 damage isn't a lot, and he doesn't need damage. His build is horrible, first of all. Rushing a Daedalus? What? He doesn't even have, like, attack speed. Yeah, that's really bad. I messed up my key presses there. I meant to call and then Anchor Smash, and I would have gotten one more person on it, but I messed up, so I didn't. Yeah, that's what I meant to do. That Weaver's just like so easy for me to kill. That's why he needs the stats, because like, he's fine on HP right now. Like, or sorry, he's fine on damage right now. He needs HP. That's what I meant to say. He's like not doing well at all in regards to being tanky. Because he also doesn't have Sakuchi. Like, Weaver's whole kit is built around Sakuchi. So not having it and then building tank, or and then going 100% damage is so bad. I don't know what the first one is. Okay, Sakuchi damage, so he couldn't even get that. So the strength was good, but then I would probably get 7 all stats. And then maybe by the time he's 20, he should have items enough that he could get the agility, but even the 200 health wouldn't be horrible. And then 35 magic resist on top of that. He needed, like, his build is really bad. He needed a hurricane, not a hurricane pike, but at least a dragon lance. Because, like, his attack range is so bad to begin with. And it's, like, it doesn't matter when you're playing normal Weaver because you're just, like, you're gonna Tsukuchi in and hit people and then attack them while you're in basically melee range with, since you hit them with your Tsukuchi. But he needed a hurricane, no, god damn it, just a dragon lance. Maybe a hurricane park, who knows. But at least a dragon lance, then probably like S and Y and treads, and then after that I'd probably go Scotty. Like he just really, he needed to tank up Butterfly. Does this guy have his eggs yet? He doesn't. Yeah, I mean, look, how long have I been saying this guy needs eggs? And look at where his net worth is now. I'm below him, but like, he, he just stagnated. Like, he was on a mega kill streak in the early game. He had such a gold lead, and he just blew it. I mean, even now, like, as a team, we're not even ahead in gold. But, like, could you imagine if he had, okay, now he has it. So, like, 30 minutes? It's almost, and it's, like, basically too late at this point, right? Like, he's just not, he hasn't been useful in the past, like, 5 fights because he didn't have his eggs. I don't know. I think he really messed up his build. This Sven's doing a good job at keeping up with farm at least. I don't know that Mask Madness makes sense, but sure. They awarded us. I really wanted to go in on this. I meant to call there. My fingers were actually on the wrong buttons. I don't know what that Terrablade's thinking. Does he even have a Yasha? Okay. Yeah. We just had too many carries in this team. Not really sure what that guy was doing. Weaver just died instantly. I don't know where their axe is, but for some reason their axe wasn't in this fight, and it really, like, it really showed. Like, god damn it. Stupid dog. Like, without the axe, they just couldn't really... I mean, he's their highest gold, and then their second highest is their support. So, and then third highest is their Weaver that I blew up at the beginning of the fight. So then all I had, like, I blew up the Weaver, like, right at the beginning of the fight, and then all I had was their support, and then these two, who have, like, no money. Or really anything. Without their axe, they're pretty useless. I told my team we needed an orchid, but no one got an orchid. No orchids on the team. Like, this guy, he's useless, but at least with an orchid, he wouldn't, like, he could shut down this axe. but he decided not to help the team, I guess. I said we need an orchid. Like I said it at 20 minutes. And like I don't think I could have really gotten an orchid because it's just like I really needed to get as tanky as I possibly could so that I could jump into team fights like that and not have to worry about dying instantly. I decided to get a Lotus Orb, which I don't know how I feel about that actually. Like that actually might be a horrible purchase. There's basically nothing that the Lotus Orb returns. Like maybe Ether Shock and one stun? I don't know. I think that just
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
Shiva's Guard would have been really good, I think. Shiva's Guard would have been great, actually. I really should have gotten Shiva's Guard. That was a really, really good kill on the axe. It was a really good ult from the Bane to get blood rupture. Blood rupture, yeah. To get rupture on him it was a really good move. And then we were just able to, because he couldn't really like run around when he had rupture on, so we were able to just destroy him. I tried to time lapse to dodge the thing so I could blink, but it didn't work. I don't even know if that like could work. I guess if it put me somewhere that I don't know why, like I was clicking over here to get out of the trees, but I was just completely stuck where I was. I guess I blinked a little too far into the trees and it put me like in an unreachable place, but yeah. That wasn't worth that much gold. The axe was worth 858 though, so that was a really good kill for us. 50 attack speed, I mean I guess. I just like I don't know what this is. Like and then I was getting boots of travel, because that makes sense. His damage isn't great. I don't know. I don't really get like what he was going for. Lotus Orb was definitely a mistake for me though. I don't think it was needed whatsoever. But I mean I got it.
Dyer's middle tower is under siege.
Yeah. I don't like it. What else could I have gotten? Literally anything else. I really think Shiva's though. Shiva's for sure would have been great. God, that silence lasted so long.
Radiant's top tower is being attacked.
They could have stayed and fighted. Jesus. They could have stayed and fought too. Like they didn't need to back out like they did. This Bane, like I don't know why this Bane. He was like he was doing so well in the early game, and then he just like he just turned into a baby. Like this whole fight, he wasn't doing anything. He was just like standing at the sidelines.
Dyer's bottom tower has been destroyed.
the Weaver. We let the Weaver push, which is a mistake. That's good. Terrorblade's useless. Do we have an Orchid yet?
Dyer's middle tower
We do
is
not.
under attack. This should be interesting.
Should he be getting a Moonstone? He should not.
Dyer's middle tower is under siege.
I don't know, like, what, like, MMR I am in Ability Draft. I don't know if Ability Draft has MMR that it, like, I don't know how Ability Draft works, but I get stuck with a lot of people who don't know how to build items. Look at that. That was like a full heal. I probably should have saved my ult for just any time I got sundered. Because I got sundered a lot by this guy. It was very annoying. I guess the Sven, like, came from behind and killed the axe.
Radiant's
4.5,
tower
3.
is under
Yeah.
has been fortified.
I don't know. I think the 75 damage was the wrong choice from the axe. I think 250 health would have been better. I like the 25 health regen. I think that's fun. But especially if he was going the 25 health regen, I think he should have gotten the 250 health. I'm surprised he didn't get the mana regen. Especially like that early. Probably could have helped him out. Oh wow, I actually countered Shackle with my Lotus Sword. That like almost made it worth it to buy that item. Just for this fight. See, this fight Axe was dead, so he wasn't in it. Oh my god, did someone get a... He got an Orchid. So, I don't think necessarily Bane should have been forced to buy the Orchid. Because I really think Bane needs an Octarine Core. But Bane getting the Orchid isn't a bad thing either.
Radiant's middle tower
Because now his auto attacks, I mean, he's not doing no damage, you know? Like he's actually pretty good at right click with this Orchid. And especially with his Blood Rage too, that supplements his damage pretty decently. But I mean, like, literally anyone else on my team could have afforded this Orchid. Like, especially Terrorblade or Elder Titan, they're doing nothing. They should have stepped up and been like, oh, I see that my build is garbage, and I can help out my team that's carrying me by purchasing this item that we desperately need to kill the #1 player on the enemy team. But that didn't happen, and the Bane had to do it himself. Which is fine, like, it's not a horrible Bane item, but I mean, if you're being carried, why not help out the team that is carrying you, you know? I don't think I needed a Lincoln Sphere at this point. Especially a Lincoln Sphere and a Lotus Orb. I don't think you should ever buy both of those items. I just really wasn't sure what to buy. Heart probably wouldn't have been horrible. They don't have a lot of right click. I was gonna say maybe I could have finished the Vanguard thing. I forget what it's called right now, but you know, that thing. What's that thing called? Assault Cuirass. No, that's wrong. Battle Armor? Why can't I think of what that's called? I like never build it, so. Crimson Guard. Maybe could have gotten a Crimson Guard. Wow. This took a dive. Yeah. I think that I set up pretty good fights for my team in the late game.
Middle tower
Just
is
with, like, being able to blink call. It really shuts down some people for your team to. Because, like, even when I called the axe, like, anytime I called the axe, it really let us set up some stuff with him. And I think call was our only hard CC. I mean, like, okay, technically stomp. Um, but yeah, and technically bash. But call was the only CC, so this game was really dependent on me landing good calls, and I think I did that fairly well. And then with like a little bit of AoE from the. I'm surprised that my team is as ahead as we are. Really, like they had far superior builds, but they just didn't build good items. And my team didn't really build good items either. But I really think that I carried this game pretty hard, even with my pretty terrible items. Like my items aren't ideal, but they're not as bad as the items on the enemy team. Basically, is what it comes down to. Like at least I didn't rush a Daedalus, you know. I just got bashed by freaking Roche. Oh, that was such a good ult. Did you see that? I went from zero, not zero, but I went from really low to full health, like instantly. Silence him, yo. I messed up there. I missed my call on the Weaver. Oh, and then I DC'd. That's right. So technically I'm not in the rest of this game, so I don't really know how it goes. Oh, do our creeps just win for us? I don't know, I think my internet died. Oh, Sven was pushing the base the whole time? Oh, and then we had wards too? This is fun. It's really fun seeing them freak out. Oh, they got mega creeped. Okay. All of this is making a lot of sense. Okay, I really think that this axe should have gotten a Radiance. I think that would have been really good for him. Radiance is like one of the items that I'm always very hesitant to build. Because it really is like, it's a pretty big noob trap, Radiance is a lot of the time. But I think this axe really could have benefited from Radiance. Alright, so that's the game. I didn't reconnect, but it didn't matter. We won anyway. That was a really good split push from the Sven. Though, perhaps if he was at the Roche fight, we would have won it, you know? So, who knows? Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week, probably. I should be on a better schedule now, because I have my computer set up, I have all the time in the world. Now that my D&D is actually like on a schedule, I'm able to work around it instead of like playing it every other day that I did a couple weeks ago. So, yeah, see you guys next week.